Well, hello SMG. It is Sunday night. Beautiful Michigan night. The weather's wonderful, and I think it's time for a new update to tell you guys what to invest in next week. So, without further ado, we have the SMG update, Ww3 Edition. More on that. Didn't have yellow legal pads. Again, I had to use regular white paper. Let's talk about the Threadly news for the week. So the first thing, the troops are activated. So what does that mean? So initially, the current administration said that they would not be sending any weapons, any tanks over to Ukraine. That turned out to be a lie. Then they turned around and said that they would not be sending any troops over to Europe. And that was also a lie. The National Guard and also the Army Reserves have been activated. They're allegedly being sent to Europe. And what that means for the stock market is the money printer is about to be turned back on. And when the money printer is about to be turned back on, that means the dollar is going to become worth less and less, which means stocks are going to be worth more and more. So for those of you who are bullish or turbo bullish, you really are right at this point. So I can't really blame you for being a turbo bull, because there's nothing stating that anything would be bearish here in the future, at least the near future. So, anywho, base stocks for this episode. The first one is PLM, Polymet Mining, okay? This was mentioned a while ago, and in the last month, it has gone up 143.24%. I don't really know why. I don't think it's important to know why. But when a stock moons like this, it means the good things are on the horizon. So I would definitely consider PLM for the next trading week, because I think there are big things on the horizon for mining companies. At least some of them, not all of them, but some of them. So this was mentioned very stealthily, and I took a note of it as soon as I saw it. So PLM. The next one is a little bit of a switcheroo. I'll explain why. CRNX, Crinetics Pharma. Now, why is this a good? Well, first of all, they're up 7.1% in the last week. But the reason why this is a buy is because CRBP said that you need to short it now. And we all know about CRBP and his history with that stock and how he shilled that and how he was wrong because he is Indian. I don't have to explain myself further outside of that. He says short CRNX. What did that lady call him? His caramel sweetheart or something. CRBP is always wrong, even more so than Baggett. This stock is a buy. CRNX is a buy right now. Never trust CRBP. He is never right. He never will be right, and he is nothing but a swindler and a grifter. Just so you know. And then this is the real talk of the town, or the thread, the general. Let's talk about YPF. That is the name of the company, YPF. Up 1.07% this week. It is an Argentina a company from Argentina. And apparently SMG thinks that Argentina is the next big market. They are a gas and oil exploration company based out of Argentina. They are the Argentinian, what is even the Argentinian? I don't know what the fuck they call those people down there. But it's the next oil, except in a good way. The natural gas and oil exploration down in Argentina, it's a booming thing. It's time to get in now before it's too late. So that's the good news, the good stocks. Let's talk about the bad ones that you can short. Because it is time for the cup stocks. Oh, I forgot to include Scoopsies in this episode. Forgive me. He'll be in the next one. He's currently, well, he's not available at the moment. He is currently locked up, so. He's been sassing me lately. So, anyways, let's talk about a cuck stock. Let's talk about Disney. Disney is down 1.62% in the last week. We are currently going through a writer's strike. We are currently going through an actor's strike. They are also going through Cape shit fatigue and also Star Wars fatigue. The future is not bright for Disney. The future is rather dark because, for one, Bob Iger is a retard, and for two, they don't really have a lot of places to go. They make too much. They've oversaturated the market. They've done too much. They've released too much garbage. There's no creativity, and now they have a writer's strike. So any talent they did have is gone now. So Disney, I think, has a long way to fall in the near future because people just don't like their shit. I just found out that the newest Indiana Jones movie just broke even. That movie was supposed to be a blockbuster smash, and they just broke even. So it's garbage. They have slandered the name of George Lucas and his company. Of course, he sold for over $1 billion, so whatever, I would just go about my business. I don't know what he does nowadays. I think he hangs out at like Panda Express in the mall and reads the fucking funny comics or something. I don't remember what last time I saw George Lucas out and about. But he made his money and Disney destroyed it, destroyed his legacy. So it is what it is. Disney, it's a good short. The next one is, unfortunately, it's Nikola. Why in the hell are we talking about Nikola? Well, they went up 61.77% in the last week. I don't fall for it. Nikola, their claim to fame is creating electric semi-trucks that roll down hills to look like they're actually working. This is a perfect opportunity to short Nikola because they are a garbage company. They will always be a garbage company, and you'll never make any money off of them anymore. You had your chance just now. Now is the time to short. You're going to make a fucking small fortune shorting Nikola. So go ahead, get on it this week. And then lastly, hate to say a toe to so, but a fucking a toe to so. Mullen Automotive. I tried to save you. Down over 20% this week. It was a pump and dump. It always was. They'll never be a thing, no matter how many people shill it. It's down 20%. Probably could still short it here and make money because it's a garbage, bankrupt company that will never be anything at all except trash. So, again, Mullen, I warned you before. If you didn't listen, that's on you. But let's get to the fun. So this is business. Let's get to pleasure, shall we? Let's talk about the Chad posters. So the first Chad poster we're going to be dealing with is Movie Anon, and this is the address, the internet address to the movie, the SMG movie night. If you don't know, I'll put it closer. You can freeze that right there. That is the internet address to movie night that we have on Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, I've always liked Movie Anon, but the thing about Movie Anon is the movie we watched last night was a movie called Translated to the Piano Teacher. It was horrific. It was one of the most, it was a, not one of the most, but it was a very strange, disturbing movie that was German, and Germans are degenerate. I couldn't take my eyes off the movie though. It wasn't necessarily a good movie per se, but it was so weird and disturbing that I loved every minute of it. And because Movie Anon puts the effort in every single week to put some strange movie on, I had to give him props for that. So that you saw the address earlier, come join next Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll have a good time, I guarantee. The next one, weird people we have in this channel. The next one is the grandfather cult Anon. And Anon told me that to avoid taxes, his grandfather had started a cult to get religious tax exemption. This is based as fuck. This is incredible. And the only disappointing thing about this is that the Anon whose grandfather this is did not continue the cult, okay? We here at SMG could make another Heaven's Gate cult. It would be amazing, it would be a wonderful community, and we could all make great money from it. So maybe we talk about it in the future, about starting maybe a Bobo cult or a Moo Moo cult. We could do that. But this guy, you know, good, your grandfather, stand-up individual, good on him, dodging taxes. Taxation is theft. And he found a way around it through creating a cult, so good on him. And then lastly, this is a bit, you guys really need to congratulate him next time you see him. This is a big move. Let's talk about Bloomberg Anon. He's finally doing the right thing. And the question is, what is the right thing? Well, Bloomberg Anon has been rather aggressive and dismissive of Baggett. Baggett is one of the fellow Jews in this general. Bloomberg Anon has been hating on him for years. I know he's a steam friend of mine, and we had a long chat. And I said in my last video I wanted to do a Zoom video with Bloomberg Anon and Poem Anon and Baggett and myself. And Bloomberg Anon said, "Look," he goes, "I know that I've been rough on Baggett. I know probably some of the things I've said is wrong." But he also said that, I'm willing to step up as a man and apologize to Baggett for the slander and the anti-Semitism. And I said, Bloomberg, you're a Zoomer, but I felt like that was a very adult thing to do, was to come out and say, look, I'm going to publicly apologize to Baggett because he's been rather rude to him and he filtered him in the past. So, Bloomberg, I know that was hard for you to say to me personally, but I respect the hell out of it because that's a big move. That was a big adult move on your part to finally admit you were wrong. And, I think we're going to all grow from this and we're all going to love you a little bit more for it. So thank you for that. So, let's talk about the worst of the worst, the virgin posters for the league. And funny, we just talked about this person. Let's talk about Baggett, okay? I get a whole Zoom call video made up, designed, it's ready to go, and Baggett disappears for a week, okay? Disgusting. I did this all for you, Baggett, and you vanished for a week? What the fuck could you possibly be doing? I have Bloomberg Anon literally on speed dial, willing to apologize to you, and you vanished for a week. So you can make up, you can get off this list, and you can make up for it, but for Christ's sake. As I was saying, you could make this all better if you just show up, Baggett, and stop being, disappearing and being a little weasel. Show up, be in the video, and get what is yours. Enough traffic out there. Next up is another person people I'm passionate about. That's hot dog haters. We had a couple of individuals that wanted to call hot dogs as slop or not edible. What kind of disgusting lanklets are you? What kind of outrageous lanklets don't enjoy a good hot dog? These people need to be publicly shamed, okay? Sam's Club is offering $1.38 for a delicious half-pound hot dog and a soft drink, some corn syrup slurry. And you're gonna sit there and hate on, what the fuck do you eat? You tell me in the comments what you eat if you don't eat a hot dog once in a while. It's disgusting, it's un-American, it's most likely Europores. They don't even get necessary rations to survive, let alone an enjoyable deal on a hot dog and a soda at Sam's Club. Thank you, Sam Walton. So I don't want to hear Europores talking shit about hot dogs because you guys fucking invented them. So you gotta own that shit. Sorry, you invented it, we perfected it. So apologize. And then the last is a new person I just noticed that I don't like because of a comment he made already. This is a name fag by the name of Bulls Are the Good Guys. He's a name fag, and he went off on a rant about flyovers, and he went on a rant about blue-collar work. Anytime I see anybody whine about flyovers, I live in the beautiful state of Michigan. You won't get to fly. Don't even fly over here. I don't want you. I don't even want to see your shitty planes headed out to the West Coast so that you can blow trannies and do heroin or fentanyl. Excuse me. Heroin doesn't exist anymore. Fentanyl. You stay the fuck out of our area, okay? Midwest is a beautiful, perfect region. We don't want your disgusting cubicle cuck, white collar faggotry in our area. So stay out. So this guy, Bulls are the good guys, should be shamed because he's against blue collar work, the foundation of America, and he is against the Midwest, which is also the backbone of this nation. So you are a chud to the fullest degree. Keep my name out of your mouth and keep my state out of your mouth because you are a chud, and I don't welcome chuds to my channel or my general. So anyways, that's going to be the update for the week. I hope you guys make some money this week. Those are some good plays. I did some research this week. So go out there, make some money. Recently, actually today, July 16th, all of my online gambling accounts have been unfrozen because I did a 30-day voluntary freeze on my online casino accounts. I'm going to go out there and gamble, and if I win, I'm donating at least half of my winnings to the ADL, and I'm going to donate the other half to the NAACP, and I think you guys should do the same with your stock winnings. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon, and it's a happy Sunday, and enjoy the video.